Our esteemed speaker, the Director of National Handwriting Academy, Mr. Y. Mallikarjun Rao, to kindly come on the stage and address the gathering.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Brahman sir, for selecting me on 7th conference. 7 has been my favorite number. There are 7 letters in writing, and I don't know how many of you are writing. How many of you have pens today? Now, right now, do you carry pens along with the mobile phones? That's great. Good to see at least some hands raised in 2019. I'm so happy at least few people are carrying some pens, writing instruments. And my topic is, this is my topic. So pen is mightier. My English teacher taught me that my pen is mightier than sword, and it's also mightier than keyboard, QWERTY keyboard. How many of you accept? Pen is definitely mightier than keyboard. It is, at least it is mightier like a keyboard, like a QWERTY keyboard, I can say. It's even if it is not mightier than a keyboard. I am a handwriting expert. I've been teaching handwriting for the past 23 long years. I am the first person who has clubbed calligraphy, graphology and graphotherapy into handwriting syllabus. A very first person who has been teaching handwriting with the combination of calligraphy, an art of beautiful handwriting, graphology, the science of handwriting analysis, and graphotherapy, the science of behavioral modification through handwriting. When I move on to blackboard or a green board or a digital board, the letters I teach are scientifically designed. For example, when you write I dot closer to the stem, your memory skills are enhanced, which means all the people, those who make I dot far on the stem and I, have a poor memory skills, are very poor at recognizing the things, are keen in the details. So when I teach right slant in my cursive handwriting, it denotes extraversion. All the left slanters are introverts, actually. If the size of the letter is very small, these people don't spend money on education, friendship, on valuable things also. Miser people, I can say. So there are a lot many things to study handwriting, and I teach handwriting improvement with the help of science called graphology, graphotherapy, and it's been 1100 schools I have finished already. And to give a very quick note on one small topic called why handwriting is important today. That's what is a very small thing I want to talk today. Handwriting is important today. It's because of these reasons. See, many things are changing, but few things don't change. Yes, sir. Many things are changing, but few things are not changing, you can say. These things are not changing. Though so many things are changing, like vehicles are changing, dresses are changing, roads are changing, flights are changing, but these things are not changing what you see on the screen. And now, my main thing is, handwriting is still important. It was important yesteryears, and it is important today also, because we strongly believe that handwriting is not handwriting, it is actually brain writing. You actually don't write with your hand, you write with your brain. Your handwriting is brain writing. Your handwriting is a photocopy of your personality. Your handwriting is a Xerox copy of all your attitudes, both plus and minus. And if that is true, when your mind is sending some signals and hand is only doing like a physical instrument by changing certain strokes in your handwriting, in a due course of time in 21 days, if you can start practicing those things, you can definitely change your mindset. And if it is young minds, if you can ask a child to make a lesser loop in a letter O, they become very communicative. Because all the people, those who make a very wide loop in O, are very talkative people, those who do unnecessary talks. We can do lot many things by changing handwriting. I can show you a small thing. Handwriting is a very important thing to do something with the memory. When you're typing on QWERTY keyboard, not all the electromagnetic path is very active. When you're writing something with on a piece of paper with some writing instrument, especially with the ink pen, especially with the fountain pen, when you're writing something on a piece of paper, it improves the memory, especially of a child. Even your memory is enhanced. When there is something you're noting down, you note it down for 2-3 times, you can retain it quite long. And your handwriting helps to fully engage with our thoughts. when you're typing something on a QWERTY keyboard, on a tab, on a computer, all the things are not, actually, all the things which are interlinked with the thought process are not active. So that's why handwriting is highly recommended even in this electronic era, even in this digital era. Even I'm using a electronic device to teach you something about handwriting. Even in this era, this handwriting is also very useful. Handwriting activates visual perception. That's why it enhances your reading ability. If a child is not reading properly, along with all the other therapies, you can also ask a child to give to write something on a piece of paper with a triangle pencil. You ask him to do something, scribble something, even on the wall, on a piece of paper, on a chalkboard, on a whiteboard, blackboard. When they start scribbling something on a piece of paper, it improves the visual perceptions, and it helps in reading also. Now, handwriting is also important. I was trying to Google. Say, everybody Google. You'll also start Googling now whether it's really important than typing. You try to type something now. Is typing is more effective or handwriting important? You will surprisingly, even Google says it is not able to answer. Typing is more, not even single reason I'm not able to get on Google. When you Google the benefits of typing, somehow surprisingly you're getting the benefits of handwriting over typing. I was actually trying to type the reverse way, typing versus handwriting, and Google is giving me an answer called, handwriting is beneficial than typing. You can also do that. It's something surprising even to me. And when you're writing notes, say for example, I'm teaching something called graphology, graphotherapy, you try to write down with a piece of pen paper. You can note it down very effectively, very actively, with a lot of points you can write down. You can cut it, you can delete, you can insert. Manually it is very effective, not on computer. You have a tab in your hand, you have a laptop in your hand, you cannot note down the points that effectively as you can note down with the help of your pen paper. So that's the reason we strongly recommend handwriting along with your electronic gadgets. I cannot say no to electronic gadgets because, tomorrow morning I'm leaving to Delhi. I cannot write a letter to somebody that to receive me, come to airport. I'll have to use WhatsApp, I'll have to use SMS. I strongly recommend all the electronic gadgets for your super fast things, but for your mind enhancement, for your brain development, you can start writing something. Though you have nothing to write down, if you can write down something 2 to 3 minutes every day on top of the morning, it really helps like a meditation. All the results what you get out of meditation, you can definitely get the same kind of results by practicing writing something on plain paper with a fountain pen for 2 to 3 minutes a day for 21 days. If you can do that, you will get all the benefits what you get out of your meditation. And never forget handwrite. Never forget to handwrite. Because in 2017, there was a huge research done by Stanford University, and it said 2 things. It's always good to write something on a piece of paper than typing on keyboard. It's always good to read paperback editions than reading online. That's what is the result of Stanford University. That's why don't forget to handwrite. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.